Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Maria Victoria Ferrer, adjunct professor at the Business School of Joda Pris Christian University. And today we have a very special conversation that I know will inspire those of you thinking about your next academic step. I'm honored to be joined by the visionary founder of JCU, Dr. Osako Marie Gemo. Dr. Gemo or Dr. Marie, thank you so much for being here. I'm sure that, many people would love to hear about your vision, your mission, and all of that. So let's start. Let's begin with the heart of it all. Dr. Marie, what inspired you to establish Joda Pris Christian University? And what unique mission do you believe JCU brings to Christian higher education today?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Victoria Ferrer. Thank you for inviting me on your platform. It's an honor to be here. I appreciate this. Thank you so much. Yes, I'll be happy to answer that question. You say, like with every vision, there's always a starting point, right? So for Joda Pris Christian University, it's a vision that I did not see or view or even dream one day. I've never came up with an idea and say, you know what, one day I'm going to own a university. Never crossed my mind. But this is a vision that was formed by what I heard and what is coming to me based on what I was doing already. So I used to be a tutor since I was in high school. I would tutor like math, teach people how to read and things of that nature. And when I went to the university, I did carry on with that. And it wrote deeper when I was taking my doctoral program. Because during that time, now I started working with doctoral students. People are busy. Sometimes they come to class, sometimes they miss class. So when they miss class, they come to you. Can you explain to me what was the teacher saying? What's happening in this class? So you sit with them, you kind of explain. And there are times where you have that opportunity of teaching. And I had the position at the school as a researcher. So that allowed me to kind of go deeper into what I was doing in the academia. So when I finished my doctoral program, I started wondering, what am I going to do? I wanted to stay teaching, but at the same time, I grew up as a business woman in a business environment where my father introduced me in the business world at the age of 10. So I grew up in the business. So I needed to make a choice. So I told myself, I'm not going to choose one or the other. I'm going to embrace both. So I embraced both, but I didn't want to stay attached to one university. So I chose to be an independent instructor and an independent tutor. And there was a platform online, it's called Wisent. So I subscribed to that platform and I started teaching students who were finding me online. And from there, I enrolled in a couple of platforms online and they were sending me students. And that's how I continued the academic support. And at the other side, I started my business, my marketing consulting business, which I continue until today. So I remember in 2019, I started having students who were having a lot of issues. They will get to a point where they're about either to fail the class or to repeat the class or just fail the dissertation. And I started working with them. And at the end of the day, when they pass, they will send you the degree and say, this is for you, Dr. Marie. So that was a joy for me. And we moved from just doing the tutoring to teaching the full course. There are some students who came and they're like, I don't understand this class with my teacher. Can you just repeat the full course for me? Because I like the way you're teaching. And we started repeating the courses. And when they finished the class or the presentation, they will kind of come to you and say, hey, I'm happy you helped me. This is a gift for you. They'll send you the degree. So that made me happy. And my other example is one of the students, a doctoral student I was working with, she was working with me on data analysis because I use a software, eViews, that is now well known here in the US. So she was working on some data and she had some trouble with the data analysis. So while we were working on it, and she's like, wow, I like the way you do this. Can you help me with my dissertation? So we started doing it together. I don't write student dissertation. So I help them with the research, with the data analysis. We work together as a team. So my goal is always, you need to do the work, right? You need to do the work. I'm guiding you. I'm like your torch, just bringing the light so that you can understand better what you're doing. That way you are capable of presenting your work. I always tell students, don't let somebody do your work. Mm-hmm. Work yourself, but get guidance so that you can understand what you're doing. So when she completed, she had to go back to her home country and she became a professor. So at that point, she's like, why don't you just open a university? And then I started hearing this left and right. And then one day my sister came and she's like, I dreamed you have a university. And my sister did not even know that I was doing the tutoring work. She did not know that I was involved with the students. So that's kind of, I was like, whoa, this is interesting. And on top of that, a friend that I did not see like for 25 years showed up out of the blue and he's like, oh, I dreamed like you have a project that you need to fulfill, and start telling me about the school and all of that. And I'm like, okay, this is the time. But the funny thing is, when I decided to start, then I called the Board of Education in Illinois, and the response I got put me down because they're like, you need A, B, C, D, and it was just a lot of requirements. And I'm like, no, it's not going to happen. But because I was so passionate and I saw that there was a demand and I wanted to do something that will help people, I pulled myself out off the ground. And with God's help, God started sending me people left and right. And that's how Joda Priest is alive today.
Amen to that, Dr. Marie. What a wonderful story. And you speak from your heart. And the best part is you've done it. You've done it. And so, as the founder of the Joda Priest Christian University, you know the works from A to Z. That's beautiful. Now, a lot of students today are looking for education that translates directly into real opportunities, whether in business, ministry, leadership, or professional growth. How does JCU equip students with the real world skills and preparation they need to thrive in their careers and their calling?
That's a very good question. Because, I tell my students, school these days, it should be like the time we went to school, where you take like 40 courses, and then at the end of the day, you start wondering, what am I going to do, right? Mm-hmm. So nowadays, we want to make sure that our students, they're very well equipped for a job that they can just get hired and start doing it right away, or they are working already, they can improve their role and their skills to get paid even more money, or they can get some skills that can push them into entrepreneurship. So the way we do that, first of all, we hire people who have extensive experience in life events. Let's say, like for our business courses, Most of our business instructors, they own businesses. They've been in businesses for years. Most of our teachers, they have experience for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. So even though the school is new, the teachers have been around for so long. They have themselves their businesses and they've been working with a lot of companies. So we hire people who have extensive experience to make sure that they equip the students. So when they're in the class, they're not only looking into the textbook, but they're getting real example, real life example that they can acquire the skill to implement right away.
Whoa.
That is the first thing. The second thing, we make sure that we customize our programs so that you see the benefit of it. For example, if you want to be a leader or you are a leader in a corporation or you're seeking for a leadership role, when you come to us, we're going to customize to make sure that the courses that you're taking, they are going to equip you for you to be a great leader. So that is the second thing we do to make sure that you are being successful after you've studied with JCU.
Awesome. Now, one thing I love about JCU is how beautifully diverse it is. And of course, we welcome students from Europe, Asia, the Middle East, Africa, the US, and beyond. So, what makes JCU such a welcoming and supportive environment for learners from so many different nations and backgrounds?
Oh, that is a very, very crucial question for this, right?
Right.
So, you know, JCU has received a worldwide accreditation.
Oh.
So with this accreditation, we can accept anybody from across the world. Now, you know, sometimes it can be a pain to travel. You have to get a visa, you have to have a lot of money, the hotel and everything. It can be very costly. But JCU is offering online programs. That means you can study from wherever you are, from the comfort of your home, from the comfort of your office, even on an island. You can study. As long as you have your phone, you have your computer, you have the internet, you can study online, and that is something that can be done from everywhere. Now, something that makes us different from other online programs, you will agree with me that a lot of universities are offering online programs right now. But most of them, they will tell the students, here are our programs, go online, study, and when you finish at your own pace, you can reach out to us and you're going to graduate. Oh. That is like you are taking the classes yourself, right? Mm-hmm. And you know, sometimes it can be boring to study yourself. Sometimes it can be even hard for you to understand what you're reading. You need somebody to explain that to you. So JCU is saying, you know, you are not investing in this yourself. We are going beside you to work with you to make sure that you understand the material. That's where the day of graduation, you are well equipped. So the classes are given on Zoom. Mm-hmm. So on Zoom, you are capable of seeing your teacher, you are capable of asking questions and all of that. And if you are in a classroom where you have other peers, you have the environment of a social classroom, because you're going to have peers, you can still make connections, you can hear questions that probably you did not have in mind, and the professor probably did not even think of talking about, but somebody may have that question in the classroom and your mind just blows and like, whoa, I did not think of this that way, right? So you get that social environment that allows you to grasp something that you cannot get when you're just in front of the computer yourself. So we encourage people to come and taste the teaching with JCU. You're gonna love it. You're going to see your teacher. You don't have to study alone. The teacher will be there, other students will be there, and just making your journey very easy.
That's like a real supportive community. And I can imagine from our audience, they must be asking this question. Most of us wear multiple hats. I'm a parent or a full-time employee, a church leader, entrepreneur, volunteer, sometimes all at once. And for those balancing work, family, and ministry responsibility, how does JCU's flexible and online structure help them succeed without feeling overwhelmed?
Yes, absolutely. JCU does understand that most of the people who are taking higher education, they are already involved in life. They are not like young people who just finish the grades 12, even though we still open also to young people to join us. We want to touch the life of all ages, right?
Right.
As long as you have your diploma, your high school diploma, you are open to enroll with JCU. So the way we do it, our teachers are very flexible. So we look into the program, and because we are open to international, there are students who can study only in the evening, and there are students who want to study in the midday, because let's say the professor is here in the US. When it's midday here, it may be evening outside the US. So we do collaborate with the teacher to see what is the availability of the teachers and what are the availabilities of the students. And then we combine classes depending on how we match the time. So we always make sure that the student is studying at a time where they can focus. So it can be in the evening. There are classes that can even happen late in the evening, like 9 p.m., 10 p.m., just to make sure that they are sitting quietly. And there are people who prefer having the classes early. So 11 a.m., 12 a.m. So we have different programs to kind of accommodate people in the needs.
Good. Good. So all, the viewers, you're hearing from Dr. Marie herself how, everything that is flexible, and you are being encouraged to join JCU. There's another question that many prospective students have been asking me personally, Dr. Marie. Does JCU offer installment-based tuition payments or financial options that can make enrollment easier and more manageable for them? And also, please talk about the scholarships that you are offering.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, in our vision, we always say money shouldn't be a barrier for somebody to reach their goals, right? So JCU, we allow students to explore the horizon so that they can achieve the goals that they have or dreams they have in life. Now, we want to work with them to make sure that money is not an issue for them. So the installment, we offer the payment installment, and that is an agreement that we come across with the student. If the student is not able to pay, let's say, by course, they can go ahead and make an arrangement with the administration to pay monthly. They can pay quarterly, or they can pay per credit. So we have those installments to allow the students to make sure that they're paying, so that they don't stay behind. And when it comes to the scholarship, right now we have an amazing opportunity, because right now is the best opportunity for you to jump in. We know we have a few days left. If you are interested to join JCU, for 2026, now is the moment. We have a scholarship that can go up to 80% to cover your tuition. So if you register this week, we have 1 week left. If you register during this week until December 15th, then you are able to be part of that scholarship. So we always come up with scholarship options so that you are able to reduce your tuition and be able to kind of focus on school.
Oh, that's so exciting. I'm sure a lot of students will be happy, or prospective students will be happy to hear that. That's great news.
Yes.
And there
Yeah.
are people watching right now who feel like they're called to grow, to lead, and to make an impact, but they're still hesitating. Dr. Marie, what message would you like to give to prospective students who feel that tug in their heart but haven't taken the next step yet with JCU?
Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to speak straight to them. So, straight, I'm looking at you. So, if you are watching this video and you have not registered and you're thinking of registering, here's my message to you. Tomorrow starts today. If you want to fulfill something and you keep on pushing and procrastinating, you're never going to fulfill that thing. If you want to make 100 steps, you want to start by the first step. So I tell you, do not be intimidated with the tuition you see there, trying to figure out everything yourself. Give us a call. You can call +1 217 318 9081. You can message this number. You can send a text message. You can WhatsApp the number, and somebody will reach out to you to make sure that we answer all your questions so that you can register. So we are ready to work with you. Are you ready to invest in yourself? If you're ready, we can invest with you.
Oh, let's go for it. To all these viewers, don't hesitate, because this is such a special opportunity that we should not, delay. And thank you so much, Dr. Marie. You've opened our minds and hearts to your mission and vision and the ability to help the community. Your heart for education and your commitment to developing purpose-driven leaders is truly inspiring. And to everyone watching, if you feel that this is your season to grow academically, spiritually, and professionally, Joda Pris Christian University is ready to welcome you. Right from the Dr. Marie, who is speaking to us and welcoming us so warmly. Enrollment is open now, and we would love for you to join our global community of learners. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you inside JCU. Dr. Marie, would you like to say any parting words for our viewers?
Absolutely. I want to add one more thing before we can close. I want to say Jordan Priest Christian University, it is a Christian environment. However, we are welcoming everybody. So if you are not a Christian, do not say, I'm not going to go there because I'm not a Christian. Our doors are open to everybody, regardless of your religion. And even if you are not a religious person, we offer business and we offer theology. The business classes, it's not for religious people. But God is in everything we do. Either we admit it or we don't admit it, He's still God. And you are beautifully made. And if you feel like this is your time for you to grow academically, like Victoria said, the doors are open. We are here ready to work with you.
Amen to that, Dr. Marie. Again, thank you so much. I know you're such a busy person. You just said that you were in an international call. So thank you again. And We welcome all of you. We can't wait to see all of you enroll in Joda Priest Christian University. Goodbye, everyone, and until the next time. Goodbye.
Thank you so much for accepting me here, for inviting me. I appreciate it. Bye.
Most welcome, Dr. Marie. Thank you again.